You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Reaper Arsenal Coffee. Smells like freedom.
Stuff is
We're going to be talking about Reaper Arsenal in detail later on in the bonus hour.
All right.
Huge
You know what?
news, huge stuff coming.
And I want to let folks know, for those of you who wake up bright and early, it is Election Day in the city of Sioux Falls.
For school board.
For school board, yes. So get out there and vote early.
Make sure you
often.
vote. Vote early and vote often.
And because this particular segment of the John and Heidi Show is, well, the spotlight's on me. And
It is.
gosh darn it, I ran for school board once.
That's what you were saying. Was that a fun experience?
Oh, heavens, no. No.
Excuse me, sir. During the debate, you're not allowed to smoke.
Which is why I never ran again, actually. If you know Roger Risty, and I think he was school board president for, some 7, 8, 9 years, something like that.
Yeah.
I actually ran against him.
Why?
And which was great about it is we've been good friends for a number
I
of years
know.
leading up to that.
So why'd you run? Just because?
At that time, no one was throwing their hat in the ring. You had two incumbents looking to retake their seats, Roger being one of them, and literally no one else had joined the race. Well, at the time, I had two kids in school. Luke and Sadie were still both in elementary.
Nice.
And the city, the school district had just somehow found, they called it a windfall. It's like, who knew that was there? It was about $42 million all of a sudden. Just this pile of money they had. They said, well, we're going to use these funds to level the playing field, socially, economically, between all the schools. I went, well, I can have fun with that. And I did. No, I actually had kind of a blast. But,
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, today's a day to make a difference, and you've been able to vote since the beginning of the month, the 3rd, I think. But
By the way,
today is
Roger beat me like a rented mule. So.
way to go, Roger.
But then he spent a bunch of money, and I never left the house. So Tina Fey has a birthday today.
Well, happy birthday.
Tina Fey is 51.
Sure, you betcha.
You ever notice she's got like a little scar on her face,
does.
kind of by her mouth?
What
I know
happened
what
there?
that's from.
That was a dog bite when she was a little kid.
Really?
Got snarfed by a pooch, yeah.
She's got street cred with that, too.
She sure does. She's something else. My all-time favorite Pope, if you got to have one, I've got all of his records, all of his playing cards.
John Paul II?
Pope John Paul II, the only
too.
Polish Pope ever.
How did I know this?
Ever. Plus, he was two of the four Beatles.
Yeah, John Paul.
He was the 264th Pope, yeah. And again, Polish Pope John Paul, birth name Larry Jagodinsky.
Was it really?
Not even close, no.
I was going to say.
No. Carol, Karol. Wachula.
Why do they have to change their names?
Because you're the
It's
Pope,
a papal
man.
thing.
It's like nuns change their names and,
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like witness protection, Heidi. I don't know what it is.
Only different.
It's a lot different.
Geez, Heidi, read a book.
I'm going to have to read up on that.
And you were going to do Religions of the World.
I know.
No longer in charge of that.
One of the finest singer-musicians I've ever had the pleasure to meet, George Strait, is 69 tonight.
Very nice.
Holy cow, what a career. King George and his ace and the whole band. He has had all charts combined over 60 number one hits, 44 number one hits on just Billboard.
Yeah.
And the amazing thing is, over the years, whenever he has done an album, whatever, his wife picks the first single to be released.
She's good.
Seriously, not his record company, not him. His wife goes, we're going with this one.
You know how things would go in my household?
Not well.
Heidi would pick them all.
It was 1974, and I was there. The song Streak by Ray Stevens hits number one.
Yeah.
Was also a national fad. Streaking going on at ball games. In case you don't know what streaking was.
Oh, I remember.
People out in public just getting naked and streaking across. Yeah. We had a kid in high school, Armstrong High School. His name was Greg Klein. Goofy kid. Pop bottle bottom glasses.
Okay.
And he had a speech impediment.
Okay.
You always knew when Greg was coming because he never shut up and he just had this goofy voice. Well, we're down in the Commons. Now, this is school, and I think the student body was 2,300 kids. Massive school, Minneapolis. Lunchtime. And here comes a naked guy in a red ski mask with these thick clouded glasses over the ski mask, telling everybody to get out of the way. It's like,
Oh my gosh.
He didn't get away with it, is what you're saying.
well, everyone, including the hall monitors and the administrator, pretty much knew who that was. Yeah. It
We
was
need to call Columbo to solve this mystery.
awesome, and it's great that I still have that picture in my head. 1980, Mount St. Helens erupts in Washington State.
I was there.
Largest landslide in history. 57 people killed, over $1 billion in damage.
I got some ash from that.
Wow.
Yeah, and that ash pretty much covered the country. That was crazy. And in 2001, this day, DreamWorks Pictures movie Shrek premieres.
That was really great.
Documentary on KSF flight chief meteorologist. Or something completely different.
I think it's different.
Would they do 2 sequels to that?
Couple, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, monster moneymaker. So there you go. I know, you know, we all know, and we can just stumble forward.
We're going to do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Reaper Arsenal Coffee.
Smells like freedom.
Are you ready to travel again?
Join us for the best week of your life.
The Sands is an immersive Gen X era experience for 5 sun-filled and fun-filled days at Dreams and Secrets all-inclusive resorts in Cancun.
Enjoy music from Billy Idol,
Cheap Trick,
Little River Band,
The Hooters,
Tesla,
Wang Chung,
Firehouse,
Honeymoon Suite,
CNC Music Factory.
The Jets, and more.
Make plans to join us for the Sands.
October 25th through 30th.
Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
And it is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. What do you find interesting today,
This
Mr.
is just
Dan?
darn interesting. This first came to my attention. My son, Luke, who, when he got out of the military, he went to college, of course, and he got a little degree. And recently decided to up that degree a little bit and enrolled back in school. And then he was really disappointed when he found out, because it was last year.
Yeah.
He said, I have to do everything online. And he's a real up-close, personal people type guy.
Sure.
You know, so he wanted to be on campus. He wanted to be in class, whatever. And he struggled a little bit with it, but things are fine now.
Hard to haze the freshman from a distance.
Yeah, but I happen to know a couple folks, I think 2 go to Augustana here in town, and one of the young ladies goes to a USF. And I had mentioned it to them several months ago when school was firing back up again, and they said, we're just really confused. We've got 3 options. We can either do it all online, or we can go to a couple classes a day or 2 a week, or. And I said, I have a question. I'm like, yeah? And I said, so online classes, but I knew one of them actually, lived, in a dorm type situation, was from out of state. And I said, so you can't do that? She goes, no. I said, but you're paying full tuition. And she goes, yeah. I said, okay, that's interesting. So I just stumbled across this little story from Bloomberg News. Apparently there's a whole bunch of students that are filing lawsuits against colleges going, we want our money back.
Yeah, good. Good.
Oh, that's interesting.
So they surveyed them questions like, do you think the college broke promises they made to get you enrolled back this year? 80% said yes.
Oh, wow.
Another question. If you could sue your university for charging you the same amount for remote learning, would you sue them? 88%. Yes.
So who did this survey? Was it a law firm?
No, it's Bloomberg.
Okay.
Bloomberg, which is, financial news, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's big bad nationwide.
Yeah.
Apparently, a number of these lawsuits have already...
Good.
So far, though, the colleges are kind of winning on this.
Really?
Yeah.
How can that be? That doesn't seem right.
I don't know. It's a strange deal because I guess a lot of it is, the overall college experience is part of what they're saying. But the colleges are going, you're still getting the education, which is what you are paying for.
Yeah.
So.
I can see that.
I don't know. To me, the college experience, 'cause I think I went to 5 colleges.
Right, but these same kids could have, if they would have known this, they could have applied online for DeVry and taken their classes at home. They don't need to pay the outrageous fees that they're paying to go to Yale or whatever. If you're just going to get an online degree, you get an online degree. It's way cheaper.
Yeah, I guess it's all over the map.
I'm sure the online degree from DeVry is different than the one from Yale, but Just saying.
I don't know. I never lived on campus. I never
It's still an online degree.
I always had my own place. I went to school when I wanted to go to school, whatever, and trying to pick what I'm going to do for a living. But the friends of mine who actually did, like, say, sign up for 4 years at the University of Minnesota or St. Cloud or something like that, the college experience was basically binge drinking.
Yeah.
I'm going to the free clinic, and I've got a degree that's going to get me a shot at working at Walmart. So,
So I do have a question when it comes to the ones that are only online, like you were mentioning, DeVry. I think there's, you said DeVry, but there's also like University of Phoenix Online. I've seen ads for them.
yeah, they're probably the biggie. Yeah.
So when you go to one of those, do you like just print off your diploma when you're done, or do you? How does that work?
Guessing they
don't
mail it
know.
to you, John.
Oh, they mail. Oh, okay, I suppose they could mail it to you. Never thought of that, Dan. Thanks for being here. That is interesting, by the way.
I just think it's that there's a fully 80% of students who have wanted the whole college thing are thinking, I would sue them if I could. So that's pretty massive.
And I completely forgot we had a postal system. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, sure, John.
That is stuff Dan finds interesting.
That was certainly interesting.
I find it interesting as well. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Addiction. It's a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those who love you the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, broken relationships, and, if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Dan Farris back in the studio right now with a little update here. Is this hard-hitting news today?
Not hard-hitting, but we're pretty excited about it because it's something that's been in the offing for quite some time.
Okay.
And this gentleman, Steve, in this particular business, has been on our radar for a while, and we've talked about Reaper Arsenal coffee. Smells like freedom.
Smells like freedom.
Coffee. That was a bag of fresh ground coffee given to me by Steve Lentz, who is now the proprietor, owner, operator, and builder of what's called Reaper Arsenal.
I'm really excited about this.
The grand opening is this Saturday, starting at 2 o'clock.
So excited.
We're all going to be there. We're
Yes,
going to be
we will.
doing a broadcast from there. This is Steve's ex-military. He has made his bones the past several years. He actually custom makes AR-15s.
How cool is that?
These are gorgeous, gorgeous guns. They're just breathtaking. And part of the celebration on opening this Saturday in Brandon is you can actually buy a raffle ticket
Okay.
for a brand spanking new AR-15. This is the Reaper number 0022,
Okay.
which is significant.
Yeah.
It is being numbered that because in our country, any given day, an average of 22 military vets take their own lives.
I
Isn't
just
that
hate
sad?
that. I
That is
just
such
hate
a
that.
sad statistic.
There's only 100 tickets available for this, and all of the proceeds, every single dime.
Only 100 tickets. You've got pretty good odds
That's
of winning.
very good. Are they available right now, Dan?
This is, oh gosh, if you want to maybe slide by, see if Steve's there, he can probably set you up.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to find out how we do this. I'll post on our Facebook page because I want one of our listeners to win this so they can give it to their favorite radio DJ.
If Reaper,
Heidi will love it.
If Reaper
Yes,
Arsenal,
I would.
If Reaper Arsenal were to sell this piece retail out of the shop, it's a $2,000 gun.
Yeah.
It's $2,000 value.
Beautiful.
So $50 going to get you a chance at it. And all of the proceeds from that raffle are going to Big Paws Canine Foundation.
I love that too.
So how great is that? Also, catering. There's going to be food, beverages on site, compliments of Cleavers
Nice.
here in town. So we ain't playing around. Veteran owner, operator, Reaper Arsenal on North Split Rock Boulevard in Brandon.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Okay, just north there of the Arby's, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Arby's, right next to Arby's, yeah.
Yeah, and again, things get underway. Ribbon cutting at 2 o'clock, and Sunny Radio is going to be there
Going to be there making some noise,
pretty
having
much all
some
day.
fun.
So make plans, yeah.
Saturday. I'll see you there. I'll see you before then too, though.
Like right now comes to mind.
Yeah, now coming up here in a moment, we're going to do a little rundown of all the different places you can go and vote today for school board elections. That's coming up here in just a bit. Dan, thank you for coming in for the bonus hour, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate
Will you
it.
stick around and chat with us about school board election? Do you want to do that?
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to leave now?
Okay,
We'll do that here in a bit.
I'd love to, John.
See. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
If you're looking for special prices on some pretty amazing products, check out the website radiosavings.com. We're adding new items all the time, so you might find something cool. And you can save money when you buy stuff at radiosavings.com. One other thing many people like, many of the products you'll find at radiosavings.com are made in the USA. Good quality items at great prices. Radiosavings.com.
We can save you more.
Radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture, and we are going to brighten your day right now with some awesome news. I got Dan Farris in the studio, and I've got Heidi Small in the studio. You guys are usually not a part of this segment.
No.
I'm excited to have you, though.
Don't invite us.
Oh, I did one other time, and then I remember how that ended. But I'm hoping for better today. Today is Election Day in the city of Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls School District, they're having the school board election today. Now, there are people that have been voting since May 3rd, but today is the day to go and vote at any of the locations. And I've got them posted on our Facebook page.
Like 13 or 14 different places?
13 polling
13,
locations.
okay.
7 a.m. till 7 p.m. is when they're open. And here's what I would love to do. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but I'd like to get as many people out and vote. This is really sad to me. The percentage of people who go out and vote for school board when it's not like attached to another election is so low.
It's always thin. Always
so
thin.
low.
Yeah, it's a big deal,
so
though.
We would love to see that number much, much higher this time. We've been reminding you the last couple weeks that you could go and vote early, but today is the final day. It is Election Day. And any one of these 13 locations, like I said, I've got this list online as well, but it doesn't matter which district you're in, you can go to any of them. Peace Lutheran Church, Memorial Middle School, Career, Tech, Ed Academy, Marikar Community Center, Oyate Community Center. I don't even know if I'm saying these things right.
I don't know. I've never heard of most of them.
First Lutheran Church, Wesley United Methodist Church, Kenny Anderson Community Center, Morningside Community Center, Gloria Day Lutheran Church, Faith Baptist Fellowship Hall, and the Instructional Planning Center. All of those and their address on our Facebook page.
And you can go to any location.
Any of them.
It's not
today.
It's not run by district, so you can go vote
on
wherever.
Election Day today.
Okay.
You can go to any one of those locations from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
So then there's no excuse to not be able to make it.
So go to whichever one is closest and most convenientest for you. And again, it's happening
It's so
today.
important.
It really is. And there's there's 2 seats open, and there's several people running for those 2 seats, so you get to vote for 2 of them. And again, all of the details.
And if you want to know who to vote for, you can call me.
No. See, I already said I'm not telling you who to vote for, but I would. This is important, even if you don't have kids in school.
It is because your tax dollars go to everything there.
So if you live in Sioux Falls and you're paying your taxes in Sioux Falls, this does matter to you, even if you don't have children going to school. So get out, vote. Today is the day. Again, all of the details on our Facebook page, facebook.com/sunnyradio.
I kind of feel like I've been talking about BetterCreditCards.com forever now, but we want to mention that BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. Why should that matter to you? Because this can save you money every single month. There's no fee to check it out, so when you get a minute, click on the website BetterCreditCards.com and see if we can help you find a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm ruggedly handsome. I'm a heck of a man. I mess around with nature whenever I can.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love the little critters and the big critters, too. Like to cook them up in a tasty stew.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan. Well, it's time for Critter Corner right here on Sunny. If you like the show, then send me some money.
He's Ranger Dan.
Cash and credit card only. Yes, sir, I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Heartfelt snappy salute off the Wells Dodge Brim, the Ranger Dan cap to you too. What's going on over there, Alonzo? Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
You know, this is the month of May. In fact, May, well, we're about dead center or so, a little more than half done here. It's coming to my attention that May in the great state of South Dakota happens to be beef month.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Now, to me, every darn day of the year is beef month.
I'm a fan.
South Dakota, May set aside, so I did a little research. What makes beef Such a big deal in South Dakota? Well, it is big biz, I got to tell you. What did you know? There are like darn near 5 beef cows for everybody in the state of South Dakota.
Really?
Yes, sir. Those beefy bovines outnumber us 5-1, which is why we need to eat as many as we possibly can. If they ever figure out how they got us outgunned, we're going down in a big old ball of stampede action. Here's the skinny on those numbers. There happens to be 14,000 cattle ranchers in South Dakota.
Okay.
Raising a little better than 4 million beef cows a year. So you average it out, that's close to 300 cows for each one of them. So really, if you see one wandering around and say you got a livestock trailer, maybe even a good length of sturdy rope to tie to your bumper, you just feel free to take that little hoofer home with you. Nobody's going to miss a thing. It's only fair. Ask any progressive.
Jeez.
You know, I'm thinking about the beef thing. It's been a while since I've promoted my best-selling double platinum comedy album, Ranger Dan Quacks You Up, and it just happens to be the record to bring some laughs, and there's actually a section on that fine comedy album devoted to cows, and I got a couple things for you if you want.
Oh, good. It's been a while.
So here we go, free of charge. What do you call a cow that can't stop shaking?
What?
Beef jerky. Where do you generally find cows that are having a bad day? Burger King. I'm gonna wrap things up with this fun little story here. There was a fella and a little calf, and well, they was stuck on the train tracks, and there's a train a-coming, all right. Well, just about then, a vegan hippie PETA type fella happens to be out hiking by, and seeing how he only has time to maybe save one of them, who does he save? Neither. He ain't strong enough to lift either one of them. Well, that's all the time we have today, little Radio Rangers. I hope you learned something. I know I sure did. Till next Critter Corner, this is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Addiction. It's a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those who love you the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, broken relationships, and, if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, May 18th, 2021. This week's trading got off to a shaky start following last week's big declines. All 4 of the major indices fell during the session, with the tech-heavy NASDAQ Composite in the lead. The hotter-than-expected reads on inflation and weaker-than-expected labor market data have Wall Street a bit nervous. On the one hand, it looks like inflation is here and needs to be contained, while on the other hand, it looks like economic reopening is stalling. In regards to the Fed and the economy, it may turn into a no-win situation. This week will be another big test for the market because many of the biggest winners of the pandemic are reporting their earnings. Earnings from Target, Home Depot, Walmart, and Lowe's are expected to be strong, which sets up a situation in which good isn't good enough. If these big-name market winners fail to impress investors, the entire market could be in for another round of selling. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.